Hello everybody, you got Garage Guy 879 coming to you today. This video is an update on this Taurus PT247 G2 chambered in 9mm. It's more or less ammo related update because when I did the initial review about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I ran into some problems. That video ran, 27 minutes. But I didn't delete anything because I was having some problems with the firearm, and I think it's important for people to see this stuff because it happens. Now, here in the past week or so, I fired maybe about 400 more rounds through it. Winchester White Box, no problem. Blazer Brass, no problem. Tula Brass, which is becoming my favorite ammo. And that stuff runs a lot cleaner than a lot of these other brands. No problems with that. And then I went and bought 3 boxes of Perfecta ammo. 150 rounds, no problems whatsoever out of this. But on the first video, I was having all kinds of problems with light primer strikes. Well, not light strikes, but the primer is too hard. This Taurus has got the second shot capability on it where you don't have to wrap and tack, in case the round don't go off. I'd pull the trigger 3 or 4 times on a certain round, a Perfecta, it wouldn't ignite, okay? I made sure there was no problems with the gun. I made sure there was no problems with the magazine. It was ammo related. Now today I've got 72 rounds of this same Perfecta ammo I fired during that first video. Now I'm not going to film all of it, but we're going to go down here at my little shooting area and I'm going to run them through here, see if I got any more bad rounds. But like I said, I know it's not the gun. This thing has really growed on me. You could call it the big brother to the G2 Millennium. I mean, they're practically built the same, except this has got a decocker on it, and it's full-sized. Other than that, I don't know the difference. Let's go down here and see if we got any more dud rounds in this Perfecta ammo. Well, here she is. Now, I will say this, one of these magazines I had a time getting the 17th round in. I couldn't get it in with the Load Assist tool that come with the Taurus, but I couldn't get it in with my hands either. But this right here, we all know what this is, don't we? Uplula. Man, I would be lost without that thing. Let's go ahead and fire a few rounds. Alright folks, down here at my little shooting area, I'm going to run this Perfecta ammo. It's the same ammo I had when I did the first review on this, and I had a lot of problems with it. I want to see how it does. Let's give her a try. All 17 rounds went off without a hitch. I did have the last 3 rounds, as far as ejection, they came back and kind of hit me on the arms here. Other than that, no problems. Let's try out the other magazine and see how it does. All right. All right. For some reason, failure to eject. That might probably a light load, didn't have enough powder in it to properly cycle the slide here. Well, 34 rounds, 33 went off. There's no problem with this firearm right here, people. It was the ammo. And every once in a while you're going to run into a ammo where you have a bad batch, hard primers or light loads. No fault of this gun. Damn. Got to do some sight adjustment. Yeah, these sights are off. I'm going to have to work on that. We're back up here at the garage, and to my granddaughter Jaylee, yes, I got SpongeBob here, baby. I'm thinking about you. Anyhow, I just got to say, the functionality of this firearm since day one has been 100%. With the exception of that bad batch of Perfecta ammo I had, I already ran through it. It has performed flawlessly. All right. Sometimes you're going to have some ammo-related malfunctions, and that can happen on any firearm. But this one here with the good ammo ran flawlessly, 100%. The sights, I'm going to have to do some adjusting on them. I'm going to need to get some paper targets. I guess you'd call them the splatter targets or tattletale targets, and see where I'm at with them. I should have been hitting those 2 liters on the first shot every time from the distance I was shooting at. I was only like maybe 7 yards away. That's all I can figure. I'm not that bad a shot. I'm not no Hickok 67 myself, but then again, I'm still not a bad shot. One thing I really got to tell you that's improved on this since day one has been the trigger. Now, straight out of the box, the trigger wasn't bad. And then again, it wasn't terrible. But after 700 rounds, I got to admit, the improvement on this trigger has put it in a neighborhood with some of the best firearms I've ever shot, trigger-wise. Even in double action, it's been a pleasure to shoot. I mean, it's just been nice. Also, the ergonomics on this thing, since I put that medium-sized back strap back on here, this feels like a natural extension of my hand. I mean, it's not as comfortable as an M&P, but then again, most firearms aren't. I can't tell you enough good things about this other than having to adjust the sights on here somewhat. Sometimes a firearm will come from the factory and it's dead on, you don't have to touch it. Sometimes you got to do a little bit of adjusting, but to me that is not a deal breaker. I got to admit, this is one sexy gun. That matte stainless finish, that black polymer, just the shape of it. I mean, it's got some good lines to it. It just looks good. If this firearm was woman, I'm talking flowers, dinner, then a bottle of Chablis, and we see where the night takes us. All right. After 700 rounds, I can seriously say I would trust my life with this 24/7 G2. I mean, it's just been a great shooting gun. I really enjoy it. And I highly recommend it. Now, some people think, you know, you can shoot 1 or 2 boxes, maybe 3, and a firearm's broke in. Well, that might be true for something like a Glock, but most other brands, you got to have 500 or above as far as a round count to see if it's dependable. Some people may disagree with me. That's fine, you know, to each their own. But I like to get, you know, 500 or 600 and above before, you know, I'll actually trust a firearm. I just got to tell you, it's just been a pure joy to shoot. It's just been a pleasure. I really enjoy it. What I'm going to use this firearm for, I'm going to carry it during cold weather months. I'll have it up here in the garage with me, along with a 20 gauge Maverick pump shotgun when I'm doing some work up here late at night. And it will be my travel gun. So it's just nice. All I got to say about Taurus is they finally got their head out of their duffel bag, and now they're making some really good firearms. This right here is just nice. Now, as far as warm weather months, I'll be carrying my G2 Millennium. Y'all have seen that on previous videos. Haven't had a bit of problem with it. It's still chugging away. No malfunctions whatsoever. But this right here, you know, I got to recommend it. I enjoy it. And these other people that have YouTube channels that review the higher end firearms, I suggest you give this 24/7 G2 a closer look. See what you think of it. Well, what do you say we do a little shooting montage here? It's been a while since I did one, and even though I'm not hitting what I aim at most of the time, I'm still having a whole lot of fun doing it. This is Mark, Garage Guy 879. When you go shooting, be safe. Hope you enjoy the montage.